If Shrek is good, but if we pick Shrek over Airbender, we're going to get the same people that canceled M. Night Shyamalan for his film coming after us.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
No, we won't.
Dude, the last Airbender fandom is a different breed.
They go hard.
They go hard.
But I'm not afraid.
They're hitting us with ice.
I'm not afraid.
Water, air.
Yeah.
They're not just hitting us with one thing. They're hitting us with all four.
What about
honor?
Once again, another flagship episode. Happy Monday.
We're going to get the laughs in. We're going to have a good time.
You guys are going to give me more gray hairs.
Just go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Dude, I can't take it.
Welcome back to the Magical Mandatory Midnight I didn't mean to do that on purpose.
I was into it, though. I was ready. I was like, yes.
Welcome back to the... What is our even opener? I can't remember.
Wild.
Wacky.
Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast. All you guys, gals, geeks, and goofballs. Yeah.
Wild isn't even in there, and you're like,
I was
wild.
trying to make him say another one.
Oh.
I was hoping he would
Wacky,
go,
Wonderful,
welcome back to the
Wild.
Wait. You know, if he's already going to pull up a magical mandatory, you might as well go
I don't
deep.
know. I was thinking magical mandatory.
You were going magical mandatory, and if you had just kept going and hadn't stopped, I'd have been like, that's it. That's the opener. That's how we open these episodes every time. You did it 100%.
We are on the final episode for season...
Flagship. We have a midnight special coming out.
Season 11?
Season 11.
Season 11.
Yeah. So the summer's up.
Summer's up.
Just like Davy Jones.
What's the summer song from?
Huh?
I don't know. I was gonna throw it way back.
Really?
Yeah.
You got me.
I don't know. Friday. I don't know. What did people sing during the summer?
Y'all, come on.
What did people sing during the summer?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either, dude.
I don't cut the summer song.
Listen, what was I saying? I was going to say, I noticed that you were watching At World's End the other day.
I was.
So I went ahead and watched myself a little bit of Dead Men's Chest.
Okay.
And then I went ahead and watched myself At World's End.
Yeah.
Because you can't watch one without the next.
I'll say this about the Pirates movies.
Say it.
Disney then, when they were making those original three, they knew how to get you into that world.
Yeah.
Because everything is nasty. Everything is dirty. People's teeth look disgusting. Everything has texture, and it looks like you could smell that world, and it smells bad. It smells like the ocean and fish.
And someone who's got like
BO.
Sweat. Yeah, that's what I think.
And halitosis. It just, and though a lot of the stuff is wacky, every time they get into a fight, I'm like, I'm here. I'm in it.
Yeah.
I thought Davy Jones was kind of nerfed in the last movie. Nerfed him a little bit.
Yeah.
He was kind of wacky. He had a few too many like wacky moments where he turns around and knocks something over or something in like the final fight. I was like, eh.
Yeah, but you know, he's under the control of the...
Yeah. I was telling Joe, because we had just watched Rango too.
Oh, yeah.
That scene, that pan in as they're on the sandbar, it's the same harmonica riff. I'm like,
if you haven't seen Rango. Look, if you haven't seen Rango, there's a ton of callbacks to At World's End, specifically in Rango.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Gore Verbinski did this. I don't know why. But he did.
Time's up.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's better than your Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Which Davy you've been quoting on the Midnight Special every single week.
Everybody's got a Jack Sparrow or a Davy Jones or a Bill Nye in general.
Can you do
the science guy?
Prize.
The little pop noise he does, his little squid siphons like pop.
When he gets excited, they go like.
What's one line he does?
Welcome to the crew.
No.
That's what he says in Dead Man's Chest when he's playing Liar's Dice with Bootstrap and William Turner.
I don't know. I can't think of a good Davy Jones line.
How about this? Mr. Turner, feel free to go to shore.
What?
That's what he does. He snorts. He snorts like a pig sometimes.
Do you fear death?
Gotta go a little quieter.
No, he did it. He did it real. He did it real loud to somebody in the third movie.
To who?
I want to say like Norrington or something.
Did it hit different when in the third movie Davy Jones just decides he's like, I'm gonna kill this boy with my face.
Ooh. Yo, that was a gruesome scene.
When you were a kid and you're watching it, weren't you like, oh?
It didn't hit me when
Davy
I was
Jones.
younger watching the movie. He stabs Will, twists the blade, really kills him. Really good and kills him with the sword Will made.
And if you follow it,
you can follow it throughout each movie.
What is that sort of a name? I don't
know. Maybe.
We gotta look this up.
Look it up because I never realized. I was like, he appreciates the sword when he takes it from Norrington, and he's like, and then he starts fighting Jack Sparrow. I was like, oh, he's using the sword.
Yeah, he
liked it that much that he's using it, which makes sense.
He's like,
who's calling it?
I don't know.
At this hour.
And
then he kills Will with the sword. It's amazing. It was beautiful.
I think he compliments the sword.
Yeah.
He says, nice sword. Or
something like that.
Or he says,
oh, man.
good sword.
Yeah.
What does he say? What is it called?
He says it's definitely like good sword.
Does it have a name?
I can't find a name.
The candlestick sword. I mean, that's probably an option.
Google it here.
Oh, because you can't Google it on your phone, sir?
What is Will Turner's sword that he made called? Every Google search Josh ever does.
I do.
Why did the band One Direction break up?
The sword, Pirates Caribbean that Will made.
What is Zayn doing now?
every time, like, Josh, Google search something. Who played in Planet of the Apes? Who is the cast of Planet of the Apes?
It doesn't give a name for it, though.
Like,
Planet of the Apes, IMDb.
Beach pictures of Ana de Armas.
No. Stop. No. Okay, the joke's done.
Sydney Sweeney in a two-piece.
I got it.
Every Google search is a voice
Another
Google search.
Easter eggs in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Easter eggs in Ready Player One.
You guys are hilarious.
Should we
Maybe
go to the
talk
first
about
topic?
a different series that you've enjoyed recently that you want to talk about, bro?
You know what? I had a plan. I really did. A planet of the apes.
What?
No, that actually just came to me now. I wasn't actually going to segue like that. That was really corny.
What was your plan?
My plan was to sit down on Sunday evening and watch Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
And I
was
like,
that the plan?
That was the plan.
I thought the plan was...
Hold on. Then I thought I'll save Rise, or I'll save Dawn, and then I'll save War for the week because, you know, we're going to camp and I wanted to have stuff to do, stuff to watch in the evenings or something. So I was like, I'll save those movies to watch during the week.
At camp?
No, this week.
Oh.
To kind of
buffer between now and camp.
Between now and camp.
Yeah.
I watched all 3 movies Sunday evening.
All three?
All 3.
And how late were you up?
It was like 11 o'clock or something.
Oh,
I should have been in bed because I was getting up early.
So, you having come off the back of a binge, what is your initial thoughts? From start to finish, what stood out to you on this go through?
I guess something stood out to me.
I still really like the first one. I like a lot of parts of the second one. I know complained, and I know other people have complained about the human characters not being very fleshed out. But honestly, they weren't half bad. They had enough character development for them to mean something, for them to matter, without cutting into Caesar's story. And that's what all 3 movies are about, is Caesar's story. He learned something new in each movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the first movie, he learns like basic human stuff, wondering about why he's intelligent, what he is, resentment, abandonment, resolve, companionship. And then I'd say second movie, he gets big trust issues. He learns that you can't trust everybody. He has to learn how to trust the humans. Learns what betrayal feels like. What potentially losing his family feels like. And then in the third one, he feels what losing his family feels like. I mean, there's one scene in the third after, spoilers, by the way, at the very beginning, his family gets murked, his son and his wife, and they're looking for his younger son, whose name is Cornelius.
Yep. That's a great son ape name.
And he's Cornelius. Caesar's just standing by himself in the middle of the cave, and he hears a sound, and he looks over, and Cornelius steps out from the shadows. And you see the CGI is so good. You see every emotion go over his face as he crouches down. He goes, and his voice kind of breaks. He goes, Cornelius. And I was like, oh my gosh.
That's a little bit of that. That's in the artist's work and Andy Serkis.
It's been forever since I've seen War.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
I need to maybe
freaking Woody Harrelson just
showed up.
Takes on the villain of War of the Planet of the Apes.
My biggest complaints for War, it shouldn't have been called War.
Yeah.
War is misleading. I wanted to see Caesar like with a table in front of him, planning out battle strategies. Because that was a really cool part of the first one when he's directing the apes where they should go on the bridge. I wanted to see him full scale war.
What would you call it then?
It should have been called something else. I have no idea.
Journey,
something else of the Planet of the Apes.
Something for the Planet of the Apes. Something of the Planet of the Apes. Just anything, because War is misleading.
Yeah. It is a bit misleading. It's not a full blown.
The story is about revenge.
Because in the traditional story of, you would know this. Have you seen all the old ones?
Yeah. I've seen most.
All right, you guys will be able to answer my question.
It's been a while.
Is there an actual war or a war that was spoken about between humans and apes? Was there an actual war or was it just collapse?
It's been so long.
Yeah, dude. I don't remember.
Leave in the comments. Let us know if it's actually a war.
5 movies.
This is also kind of alternate reality because in the original one, Charlton Heston's like wondering why is it civilization like this way, and then he comes to the conclusion when he sees the Statue of Liberty at the end that it was like nukes. It was nuclear warfare.
It was
and they kind of allude to the fact that in that one the apes evolved over time.
So he had no idea how long it had been.
After millions of years, the humans devolved and the apes evolved.
But
whereas in this one, the evolution happens fast.
Which, by the way, in this one, in Rise, I wasn't a big fan that they made the chemical that this is kind of centers around, the kickoff of this story. They made it feel like a freaking ooze. Or whatever, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have a greenish cloud? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do we do that? Why does Hollywood always do this? Like, here's the toxin. You know what I'm saying?
It could have been a white cloud that's
aerosol. What it was. It was a toxin. That's why
it was a virus.
Yeah, it shows the virus being spreaded like COVID.
It was a virus.
But isn't it? Yeah, it's a virus. But the toxin, or not the toxin. The serum.
Wait a minute.
That gave them intelligence.
Wait a minute.
You know? What?
We had COVID.
Wait.
Now we have monkeypox.
Are the apes
Was COVID this serum?
I saw that one video of monkeys like getting a snack and then pushing the buttons in order after they look at it for like half a second.
Yeah.
And then they get another snack and then
the numbers disappear or are hidden and they're like.
And they like the monkeys just standing there going like this. He's just like looking at it, kind of looking around. It pops up, goes away. He's pop, and snack.
Yeah.
He's just standing there swaying. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Freaking, there's a Caesar in the making somewhere.
But that's, I think, the biggest part of this series is Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar is so good.
And it's all about family.
It's all about family.
The quality and vibe of the film jump between Rise and Dawn, in my mind, is huge.
It's massive. Oh, yeah.
It gets way more dark, way different world at that point. You know what I'm saying? Also, just the animation is so much better. Like, everything is so much more believable.
And ape riding a horse, dual wielding light machine guns.
While he's screaming with his devil face.
Yeah, I mean,
big fangs just.
That's everything I wanted. I wanted it in this movie called War for the Planet of the Apes, but we got it in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Honestly, I feel like Dawn was probably the most satisfying.
There's so many good moments in War, dude. I mean, just the movie. Watching War is just watch Caesar. He is telling the story with his face the entire time.
He does the same in Dawn as well.
No, in this one, there's so many close-ups of him just brooding, thinking. It's so intense.
Let's see.
Click on this.
Which one?
I lost it. The gun one.
This at the top?
No.
There was another gun one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
With Koba?
Koba. Yeah.
All right, that was a pretty creepy scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's tricking these dudes.
In a really crazy way.
Yeah.
I think Koba kind of hit different to me.
He really did.
He did.
I mean,
he looked evil. I told this to Wyatt when we were watching Rise. I was like, who's giving a serum to this ape? He looks evil. He looks mad. You know, if he got brains and smart, that he's just going to be like the guy that's going to kill you in your sleep or something.
Yeah.
Okay, the way that Dawn opens up with
that's what I thought War was going to be like. Yeah. That scene where they open up on Caesar's face close up. They're all in war paint and stuff. And that's sick,
it's
dude.
So here's something.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Gorilla?
Yeah. No, that's Koba.
Koba.
Yeah. It's sick. There's something in War, a particular moment that happens. It's very brief. It happens very quickly, and it's something every movie should have for character development.
What is
any
that?
Character? In the movie, we watch Caesar, Maurice, Rocket, who are original members, the crew, and a new gorilla named Luca.
The squad.
Yeah, the squad. So Luca doesn't do much except for be a gorilla. And they meet this little girl. She can't speak, and she hangs out with Maurice most of the time. There's one scene, just one scene, where she's looking at flowers in a tree. And Luca, he walks up. And he looks at her, and she's not afraid. And he looks up, and he reaches up and grabs a flower and puts it behind her ear. And it's beautiful. And then he hobbles away. Not 5 minutes later, Luca takes a knife for Caesar, right to the chest, takes a knife.
Yeah.
And Caesar drags him up a hill back to the boys and the girl. And she just is crying over his body, and I'm crying. And she takes the flower out of her hair and puts it behind his ear, and I'm weeping.
Yeah.
In the movie theater, I was weeping.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to develop to make a real relationship. It's just a little moment like that. It's so beautiful.
I'm gonna look for this picture of Luca.
If they're gonna do another one, I don't know if they will do another one or not.
With the in the trees, right here. Up here.
This one.
Yeah, that one's really good.
How does this one conclude? I can't remember.
Caesar dies. They get to a place where they can be safe, and then Caesar dies.
Okay.
He's so big.
If they do,
look at how big he is.
If they do another one, because it won't be about Caesar, it would just be more about the family.
It could be about his son Cornelius or Cornelius's kids.
I would like to see So we've seen the ape portion of it, but I would like to see it more of a kind of how would I say, almost like, I don't want to compare it to this because that's a show, but like Peaky Blinders, almost like a drama manipulative thing, you know,
Yeah,
where
a little
like
bit more politics.
like his son, what's his name?
Cornelius?
Cornelius is like in charge, but like he controls everything, and you can tell he controls everything, and people are like trying to. And
he's the Godfather almost.
That would be fun.
I don't know how that would work because it's kind of like a human structure.
Well,
but that's why they've evolved. Up
they
to
make
that.
it very clear in this in war that the apes and the humans are no different. Right, Caesar is on a course of revenge. The same way Woody Harrelson, he's having the same mindset as Woody Harrelson, and in the end, he has to make a decision if he, to let that go or not.
Yeah.
And so they make it clear that he's human. I would like to see a show where there's a lot more apes there dealing with other communities of apes. It's a lot bigger, and yeah, he has to be the leader. And it's not just, and it's not like Caesar, who's like progenitor, war hero, almost a godlike figure to the apes. It's a different kind of leadership.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
I think that kind of makes sense. I don't know if necessarily I would like to see Luca without Caesar. I don't know. It's just, it would be hard to
dead.
Not Luca. Cornelius. It would be hard to see Cornelius without Caesar, without his father, because the show is built around Caesar.
Yeah, but
and
it's going to be a hard mantle to pass on.
That's what the old ones were, though. The old ones were like following kind of the line. It was like kids, and then it was like following.
That's the point. You put in a conflict, a threat, and everybody, they've had a lot of peace up until then, and he's been a good leader, but not a wartime leader. And they're like, all right, Cornelius, what are we going to do now? You're the leader. How do you deal with this?
He has to tap into some of his fathers.
Yeah. Also, Caesar talking. He talks so much in the last movie. It's incredible. I love it.
You like him talking?
I love it. Every minute of it.
Wasn't it pretty crazy in Rise when he first says, Caesar is home? In a very gentle...
The big moment is when he grabs the baton and he's like, no!
So that's true.
I didn't watch Dawn or War with you, but I watched Rise. So what's his name?
Tom Felton?
Yeah. He plays in Harry Potter.
Draco Malfoy.
He plays Draco in Harry Potter. Surprisingly, a fantastic character. I liked his character.
Just mean little twerp guy.
He is supposed to be the guy you hate, but yeah, he played a fantastic part in that movie.
Any final thoughts before we move on about the Planet of the Apes?
The movies have, their bad parts. Absolutely. It's not a perfect series, but I mean,
if it's not dang near one of the best we've had in a decade.
It's so enjoyable to watch.
I do
think about in the past decade. Hold on. Think about in the past decade. So just think about the 2000 teens. All right. What better trilogy came out? Was Hunger Games better than this?
No.
And that turned into 4.
I don't know. There's probably been stuff that was close. I want before we leave.
Any Avengers film better than this? No.
I do want to give a little credit to the godfather of, I don't know what you call this, animation, mocap animation, but Andy Serkis.
Oh yeah,
who did all this. It started with Smeagol Gollum, and then
he did. And he's completely
done so
naked too.
Wait, what?
Just with the tracking dots on him, walking around like.
I don't know if that's how that works, but
hold on.
Walking around like Joe Rogan.
Joe would have done a great mocap.
Yeah, he would.
Imagine him just freaking crescent kicking.
We were talking about this.
The intelligent apes, one sitting with Joe Rogan, it's like, what's it like
podcast?
being like an intelligent species that not too long ago you weren't really thinking anything. The ape's like, dang man, well it's just
look at that Andy, young Andy Serkis.
It's just like
he's old now.
It's weird.
It's weird. Okay, let's see all of the mocap. I don't know if this is all of them. This can't be all of them.
No.
No.
A bear? When did you do a bear?
I don't know.
That was probably from Mowgli.
Oh, yes, you're right.
He did
Mowgli.
mocap for a bear?
Yeah,
Mowgli.
in Mowgli. Was
that's
Disney
a meme.
live action, or was that no? That's the Netflix one.
Mhm.
There was two that came
Andy
out.
Serkis's movie.
That's so cool. All right. Thank you, Andy, for bringing us tons of
Yeah. Is there someone else we should be thanking?
the Lord.
The Lord.
Yeah.
So there were probably a ton of people that worked on Planet of the Apes.
Next slide.
What are you trying to do?
Just saying, while we're thanking people, we should thank one more slide.
Oh, Cynthia.
Oh wow!
I know. I'm over here being like,
good
let's thank the
segue.
Lord. Let's
But
bow our
you're
heads.
thanking the Lord.
If
I just wanted to
that
thank
could have
our
been really
patrons.
smooth. If it was just like the next slide, that could have been so
But
smooth.
I always do it.
Yeah.
Tell her you love her.
Tell your sister you love her.
Oh, we love you, Cynthia, for being a Patreon.
No, tell it like I.
Oh.
Look at
I don't think you're
all the
saying that
cameras.
thing right.
Yeah, you definitely.
You've been saying
You
for
say-
a while
you say, "I
now.
love
You've been
you."
saying thank you for being a Patreon
Patron.
patron.
Okay. Thank you for being a patron.
And I love
Everybody.
you.
I love you.
No, and I
Cynthia.
love you, Cynthia.
And I love you, Cynthia.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you want to?
I love
in?
you, Cynthia.
Oh, I didn't point.
And you.
Yeah.
If you want to get a shout out and maybe some I love yous on the podcast.
We don't have to
We
go
give a
this
shout out
hard for everybody.
Every
No,
time.
we do. Oh, we do.
I love
From
you.
now into 5,000 episodes.
We established on the Midnight Special that Josh doesn't like to say I love you.
Yeah, go listen to that if you want to hear.
Was that? I thought that was the pre-show.
No,
That
that
was
was
the
on the
Midnight
Midnight
Special.
Special. That was last week, bro. But what was I saying? Oh, if you want to be a Patreon supporter, go to the link in the description. Sign up for whatever tier best fits your content needs. I recommend the $10.
It's a good tier.
It's a great tier.
It's a good
It's
tier.
basically you're getting
good year.
everything.
It's a wonderful
It's
year.
a good tier. And yeah, you get a shout out. You get your name at the credits of the end of the episodes. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things and extras, bonus, stuff like that. Thank you, Cynthia.
The patrons get a lot.
They do.
You know,
As well as I think the Midnight Special people know a ton about us.
that's true.
They know so much. They know too much.
Now, I don't want to...
They know how Josh feels about intimacy. They know how I feel about white women.
Oh no.
They know how racist I am.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they know a lot about you guys' poops.
Oh yeah.
They know a ton about your poops.
Yeah.
When are you guys going to let me show you my cyst trick?
No. No.
On the Midnight Special, maybe?
No.
Maybe on the Midnight Special.
Oh, we did take a racist test on the Midnight Special.
Yes. You know how racist we are. 20.
We literally...
20. No, don't spoil it for him.
No.
You gotta watch the Midnight Special.
You gotta watch the Midnight Special to learn.
Yeah.
You gotta to understand what our policies are on immigration.
I'm going to say this. If you listen to the Midnight Special, especially if you watch the Midnight Special,
Oh man.
you're coming slowly to be one of our closest friends that we entrust
Absolutely.
valuable information.
Yeah.
Too much
Because
information.
honestly, we talk about so much film stuff. The Midnight Special tends to creep away from filmmaking
Mhm.
and it's just kind
Personal.
of about our ideas and thoughts
Yeah.
and opinions. And
And a lot of
opinions-
it's tongue in cheek. I hope we.
It's a dangerous
I
game.
feel like we have to say it every
Tongue-cheek.
15 minutes.
Oh, that's
It's-
culture's problem.
That's culture problem.
And I mean, it affects us regardless of if we want it to or not.
Mm.
We have to remind people. Satire.
We're well into this. What's the next topic?
So we're gonna get into our thoughts, and this is not gonna be a extremely pleasant section necessarily. We'll give our honest thoughts. We're talking a little bit about the Rings of Power, and we're gonna do something we haven't done in a minute. We're gonna watch a 2-minute video.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna watch it.
This has been out for a bit now.
No, this one came out today. Maybe not.
2
Maybe
weeks
on
ago.
the UK page it came out. Doesn't matter. I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna watch it,
Okay.
and we're gonna give our thoughts. It doesn't have to be just about this. It's gonna be about Rings of Power in general.
Okay.
Because let's just watch it. Here we go.
Let's watch it. Let's get it.
Ooh.
classic Lord of the Rings-ish music.
We've not seen
Hold on, Joshua.
beach Lord of the Rings much.
The Second Age is the great unfilmed story in Tolkien's entire legendarium, with the forging of the rings and the last alliance. And we felt that that was the story that deserved to be told.
Galadriel has been on a quest for over 1,000 years, scouring Middle-earth, searching for this elusive, undiscovered, very real evil. Ultimately, she knows this danger exists. This evil has to be stopped.
From the beginning, we knew that she couldn't do this alone. Every good quest needs a fellowship.
Mm.
I think the scope of the show is massive. This is the time where the characters and species that we know and love become who we know them to be.
What Tolkien represents, it's really important that we keep that legacy alive.
Yeah, you better.
In this show, something can happen in a split second that changes everything.
Yeah.
It's dangerous and shocking.
This is how you colluded with crime.
Okay.
I didn't see Celebrimbor in there.
No, okay. This I've been seeing a lot of propaganda
Where you at?
Yeah.
from the people who are promoting the heck out of this,
Mm-hmm.
and from people who are trying to demonize the heck out of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: whenever you go negative, you always tend to have more fun, right?
True.
But so all of this controversy with this show, with the nature that they are taking like a whole age basically and compressing it, putting in quests, a fellowship that doesn't exist, elaborating on characters that are not elaborated on, creating characters. Like there was the two directors there, the creators of the show. They were doing an interview at the Comic-Con thing that I was watching, and they were like, somebody asked a question, how do you justify putting in hobbits to a story where the hobbits played no major role in the Second Age and are very briefly mentioned in the book? And he said, well, they're not hobbits, they're Harfoots. And first off, the Harfoots, it's like saying that a black person and a white person are like one of them's not a person. That's basically what they're saying. No, they're both hobbits. They're just from different parts of Middle Earth. All right? There's a lot of problems with the show from superfans. And this has caused me, I'm listening to the audiobook of The Silmarillion.
Okay.
I'm educating myself.
Get educated.
Because I do not feel good about this at all. Not just like mildly, like I'm worried they're gonna, do some things I don't like. I feel like from start to finish, it's not gonna be good.
Did you just buy the book?
No, it's free on YouTube. Anybody.
Oh, sick.
For real?
Who's reading it?
I don't know.
Tim Jared Reynolds?
No.
Michael Kramer?
Yeah, can you send me that link? I need to be
Just
listening to this.
Google the
Silmarillion. Pull it up on the. Pull it up. I want to know who's reading.
Send me that link.
Part 2 out of 14. So
Okay. Is it just some dude in front of a camera?
No, not in front of a camera.
Let's see it.
So I'm listening to this. Part 2. I'll play a little bit for you.
Which is as fate to all things else.
I don't think we can play
Under their
this.
operation, everything
Nobody knows.
Who's this reader?
I don't know, but
Let's see.
it might not be technically allowed, but it's up, so I'm listening to it.
Yeah, don't spoil it for people.
There's a lot of Arabic writing in this, in the description.
I just wanted to see.
See who's the reader? I don't think we're gonna know. I don't think.
we in form and deed
Hey, don't play that if we can't play it.
To the last and smallest.
I thought maybe I would recognize them.
I'm listening to it. It's free on YouTube for as long as YouTube allows it to be there.
Look, if you find something like this on YouTube, listen to it quick. They could be gone in a second. It's happened to me. I've been mid-book, and then it gets deleted off YouTube.
They're like, hey, you're not supposed to have this.
I hear that.
You're wrong for this.
Yeah. You're in the wrong.
Back to the
visually,
Rings of Power.
I don't know about the story. Visually, it looks...
I think visually, the majority of it, besides a few animation things, I still don't... I like most of the stuff we saw and in the trailer. But what the ice wall that they're climbing up... Why is the ice wall look so bad? Not only the wall, but the weapons, the people that are climbing on it, it all looks extremely fake.
We just talked about this. How many years ago did War for the Planet of the Apes come out?
And it didn't come out in 17.
Well, and
it
Game of
still
Thrones
looks
had the ice wall.
amazing.
It was fine.
They had
Game of
people
Thrones had
climbing
the
an
ice wall in like the first season, and it
you guys have the
incredible.
same budget as the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You should be able to do a good ice wall.
Where it at?
I mean, you know...
I remember I was watching the trailer, and I didn't have time to mention this in the reaction, but there's like one scene in particular that irked me. Irked me to my bones. It's just very brief. It is a character who like looks up like from under their eyes. That dude, you guys remember that dude?
I think so. Yeah, you're talking about the guy who's playing Sauron.
Is that Sauron?
Yeah, Slim Shady.
Yeah, that's Slim Shady. I'm like that face, that one right there. I did that as a kid to make myself look menacing.
You mean the
look out from under your brows like a tiger.
Yeah.
This is how I would pretend to be a lion or a tiger as a child.
that's not effective. That's blocking
John
your
Mark
field
did
of
it
view.
really good.
Yeah.
John Mark did it real good. He would scratch your face. But yeah. I saw that shot in particular. I was like, yo, that's
weird.
That's corny as hell. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I think for the most part, go ahead, Joshua. Give us your thoughts.
I was just gonna make an edgy joke about why the budget, where all the budget went.
The women.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, we have to pay
the white women.
We have to pay them equally.
Gotta
now.
pay the white women.
We gotta pay them equally.
Gotta pay them all equal. Look, I don't mind a story about Galadriel. I think that's even a story that spans an entire age of her adventures. That's cool. That's a cool thing to do with an elf.
She's not really elaborated on though.
I no problem with Galadriel.
Yeah.
I actually
not to the
like
extent to
this
build a show
of what we've seen as a version of Galadriel. I said that on a reaction video. I don't want to sacrifice all of what we could see because we have to have just her story.
But they are.
So I want to see this, but I also want to see other things. I don't want just to be this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull up a clip from Comic-Con?
No.
I mean, how long is this clip?
It should be like a second.
All right.
1 second.
Yo, people looking at our stocks?
Our stocks and stuff. Okay.
Everybody's looking at seeing what you've been watching. You've been watching Two Bears.
Yeah, that Peter McKinnon multi-tool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to skip through because this says 4 minutes. Oh gosh.
Ads.
We're not.
Well, we can't. But yeah, we can't put these on our channel yet.
I'm not showing the screen.
Okay.
I gotta skip this. Okay, let's see.
Holly, how did you just soak in that
Skip.
panel?
Skip. Skip.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I'm just saying skip.
See a black woman in this area and this world and these works of Tolkien. This is necessary. This is a revolutionary moment for cinematic and television, and it is an honor to be a host of that. But she also has magic. She has for her home and for her own self-worth. And I know that there are many, many women out there like myself who will be able to connect with her and her joy and her sense of self. I auditioned for that role when I was 2 days away from...
There was a consideration.
Is there a particular moment you're looking for in this?
I'm looking for her saying that she's the first woman dwarf, and that's not true. Because they were extras, but we saw tons of women dwarves in The Hobbit.
She's probably referencing being the first woman main character dwarf, primary character. But I mean, let's be honest. The main character is a white woman.
Ooh, that's she.
And if we know anything about white women,
that's a midnight special.
Yeah,
that's a midnight special.
We get into that on the midnight special. I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna say this. There's a fire in my belly.
Oh no!
That
I
try not
apologize
to.
for Wiseworks as a company.
No, there's a fire in my belly.
Just go ahead.
Towards
blanket.
this, okay? This thing that they are. In the featurette, they said we're trying to preserve this work this thing that Tolkien was trying to do.
Yeah.
However they phrased it. It's not correct though, because Tolkien doesn't even want revisions to his work. Tolkien wouldn't even approve of Peter Jackson's films.
You don't think?
No.
I think.
Have you guys read what was it, letter 111 or something from Tolkien?
I don't know.
No.
He might. I think
someone tried to do it. He leaned into him hard for a book length letter about revisions.
I think
to his story.
I think if he were alive and looked at the passion that they put into it, I think he'd appreciate it.
No, I think we did the best we could with Peter Jackson, and honestly, that was all of the accountability.
Nothing has ever been made like Lord of the Rings, ever. As complete, as perfect, as amazing to watch.
There's no accountability here. This is going to be an abomination.
There's no accountability. That's true. And also,
people who are going to enjoy this don't know nothing about, don't even mildly know anything about the Middle Earth stories.
And they're saying things like the first woman role in Galadriel and all this stuff. Galadriel I liked her character in Lord of the Rings, the movie. She was a good character. She fulfilled everything they're saying, women empowerment, but yet they just have to make this a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, no, what it is, a studio like Amazon Prime gets a hold of an IP like this, so they buy a pre-existing audience.
They barely got a hold of it.
I think we're 45 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah, take a percent of the story that is unknown, like the Second Age, and say that they're going to try to be true to what they think would be Tolkien-esque, and put as many modern politics in it as possible.
Why is it that all of the people involved are talking more about how awesome it is that we have the first woman dwarf
instead of how awesome Lord of the Rings is?
Or how much representation we're seeing. Yeah. If the Second Age had a huge section, or even just a good story section that focused around Galadriel solely and her quest to find the dark powers of Sauron.
Yeah, it would make more sense.
I want to bring up a topic that could be a sore subject. I don't think we have enough women representation on this podcast.
All right, get yourself a girlfriend who's a little more better company than you, sir.
I've honestly thought we need a little bit more diversity as well. Yeah. You got two white guys. Me,
a Mexican.
I'm ethnically ambiguous.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then I am too. I have a really red face. I could be.
No.
White.
He could play a Mexican. You could play.
I could play a Jewish.
You could play an Italian. Wait, maybe not an Italian.
Play a Jew.
Maybe an Italian.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could.
No.
Sure.
No.
He could play a Jew. He could play.
Yeah, I could.
I don't think you could be a Jew.
I could. Yeah, no, I've thought about the women thing though. It's like
women.
Eventually, yeah, we'll probably have more women on the podcast, hopefully in the future.
Listen, I don't really know how to get out these frustrations because I'm honestly in the midst of reading the Silmarillion. I'll probably have a better idea of my thoughts once I finish the book. and once I see the show. But I know for sure that they are focusing entirely on all of the wrong stuff. I think Amazon Prime knows this. That's why they are leaning more into the action. They're leaning more into not as much of these, I don't know, the things that they were kind of front leading with, the things that the actors are front leading with.
The things that we love so much about Lord of the Rings are the small moments. Like when Gandalf tells Frodo, is like, you know, all we can do
is decide what to do with the time that's given to us.
Decide what to do with the time that's given us. That's one of the greatest moments, just sitting there on the rock. You know, there's these little moments, you know. I
Sam's speech when they're in the midst of battle.
Yeah, those strawberries with cream.
I would follow you anywhere. My brother, what's the line? My brother.
Well, I was thinking of
my king.
My king.
Yeah.
You know,
I was thinking about, you know,
my friend, my king.
brother, my friend, my king. That's a beautiful moment.
By Boromir?
Yeah.
Boromir.
Oh yeah.
When he's dying.
But a lot of those things are direct quotes from the book.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a little bit of that magic that comes along when you pull from Tolkien himself.
And little moments are important. I don't think they're going to have any little moments in this.
Wait, what is it? September?
Something.
Okay.
You don't see that in a lot of modern stuff nowadays.
It's because
there's little heartfelt moments.
It's because it's about shouting from the rooftop now.
Yeah, or
it's
big battles or something.
Yeah, it's like we got to make this like super engaging as far as the action crowd goes, and then we have to lean into really heavily on the social movements of the day, so that we're pleasing both areas. And then there's going to be a little sector that's not happy with us, but sadly, I think with this, there's going to be a huge sector that's not going to be happy. And honestly, I think Amazon Prime is about to quote the great Joey Exotic and be like, I don't know how we're going to financially recover from this. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
No, they will. They'll financially recover.
Well, they're only financially recovering because they're pulling from selling products to people and being like, we're going to make movies with what you guys are paying us for, like electric pianos. And
I think we should just wait and see. I don't know what else. I don't know what else we can see.
Here's the thing. Here's the real question. We already know what this series is going to be. We don't know exactly, but we know exactly. Okay. Do we make a statement and just don't watch?
No, I'm watching. I have to watch.
Why?
I have to watch.
Do you want to? You want them to keep doing this?
You have to at least watch the first episode.
I have to watch.
I did it with Halo. I watched the first episode and then I was I ain't watching any more of this show. We did it with Wheel of Time. I watched 3 episodes
and we were out.
I was like, I am done with the show. I'm not watching it anymore.
And because of that reason, I'm out.
It's you know, I'm so tired of seeing things that I love be killed. Just shot in the head.
But the thing is, they're
shot in the head.
They're slaughtering stuff these days.
So many
They're on
things.
a freaking killing spree right now.
I thought they couldn't kill Marvel. Dude, they are shooting it in the head.
How many episodes we got for this show?
Freaking Disney buys Star Wars, and it's like Star Wars lives on with strength, and they're like, nope.
Wow. That one's a blaster bolt.
Yeah.
Nah. Pew, pew.
It's like, pew. We're not letting a stormtrooper handle these guns.
I'm worried about Blade. I'm worried about Daredevil.
Yeah.
You should be, sir.
You know, I talked about
should be.
Netflix dying, but to be honest, I'm pleased with Netflix's
right now. Netflix is doing all right.
Stuff they're coming out with is good.
Netflix
compared to Disney Plus.
Guess what?
To Prime.
Netflix is not trying to do the thing with it. We're gonna make a huge action film.
Now it's gonna
feel like an indie action film.
Bad stuff
Netflix kills IPs as well.
Yeah.
They grabbed Cowboy Bebop by the throat and shot it in the head.
But that was a bit more of a niche culture for Cowboy Bebop.
Is a lot of people that knows Cowboy Bebop.
Yes, they didn't do maybe great. I didn't really watch the show. I saw like the first episode. And I don't know Cowboy Bebop. I think they also kind of are dabbling in something with anime that's really sacred to a lot of people.
Anytime they touch anime, it's terrible.
I mean, a couple weekends ago, like, Andrew came down, and you don't even really know Andrew, but you just like got into a full conversation with him about anime, and it just was like I was sitting over in the corner. Text,
Don't know what's talking about.
I don't know what he's.
I felt bad because I
monopolized the conversation.
But I also, really enjoyed the conversation. So
I don't know. I don't think Amazon Prime is. I think they haven't got their sea legs. I think Prime Video, they don't know how to make a show.
They do.
They know how to hire. They know how to hire creators.
They know how to make. They've made good shows. I've seen them.
Yeah,
they've made them.
Apparently, what's the Boys? People would be liking The Boys. I don't know. I've never watched
The Boys is a well-made show, but The Boys has a ton of modern politics in it that I do not care for. But they know how to make a well-made show with good visuals and good stories. They like the Night Manager with Tom Hiddleston. Solid. We're just a solid show. Good drama, kind of almost spy-ish kind of show. Yeah. It had an almost Breaking Bad feel.
We need more of
Carnival
The Bear.
Row. Yeah, we need more shows like The Bear.
The Bear was fantastic.
The Bear's like all intimate moments.
It was.
I just don't know what to tell you guys. This is not exciting to me.
No.
That's all we got.
It makes
next
me wanna
segment.
cry.
Makes me sad.
Let us know what you guys think about the upcoming Rings of Power. It's left for opinion, but at some level it's not opinion because they either destroy the story or they honor it, and there's no indication that they're honoring it.
But after it comes out, they'll be like, but how could you destroy a story that nobody really knows about?
Ooh.
This is the Second Age. Nobody really knows about it. We're not being unfaithful to Tolkien's work here. That's what they're going to say.
They already have
that
started
guy.
saying this.
I hate that guy.
It's the two creators we saw in that featurette.
I hate that
That's
guy.
who I was imitating.
Yeah.
That one with the bowl right here.
The guy with the really straight across teeth.
Yeah.
His teeth were like, perfect. Straightly across.
Invisalign.
The moment has arrived, fellas.
We've been spending the whole season getting ready for this.
Let's take out our dukes. We're here, ladies and gentlemen, to rank our top 8 animation picks of the favorites that we pulled out of our butt all summer long.
Yeah. I wanted more. Didn't realize we were hitting the end. We should have got more.
Well, the thing is, you should have picked your best at the very front end because this is what we have to work with.
I think it's a good selection.
It's a great selection. These are beloved films and shows.
Yeah,
okay?
they are. Is it like the cream of the crop of all animation?
Maybe not the cream of the crop. I wouldn't say this is very crop-esque.
Cream crop?
But if we're talking about
Cream
like
of the crop.
skimming
Cream of
off,
the crop.
what if we skimmed off like the, what do you call that stuff at the top of milk?
Cream?
What if we skimmed off that cream?
Yeah.
And churned it up a little.
Okay.
Made a little bit of butter to put on toast.
Butter.
Then this is our butter selection.
All right. This is a buttery selection.
Yeah. All right. So we got Prince of Egypt, Robots, the classic Mickey Mouse, kind of representing the first animations pretty much ever. Looney Tunes in general, the show. The Spider-Verse film.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse, Arcane, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Shrek.
Nice.
Okay?
I want to point out as we get started, I like the Mickey Mouse in general and Looney Tunes in general.
Let's just let's just point this out.
Good fix.
Let's just point it out though. Joshua always changes the rules to things.
What?
True.
Joshua, our entire time podcasting, if we come up with a plan or a game, you change the rules during the podcast.
I'm allowed to.
Clearly you are because you've been doing it forever. I'm just saying those two were your picks. They feel like a change of the rules. But whatever.
I didn't go all of Shrek. Every movie, every IP.
Yeah, you just went with Shrek.
All the Shrek.
Josh was like, no one can compete with
every
my
Disney
picks.
Pixar movie.
Disney, it just put up a slide of Pixar. It just says Pixar stuff.
I only got 3 picks, apparently.
Yeah, we all do.
All right. How do we we're just doing 1, 2, 3. These don't have any special names.
What do you want to name them?
I don't know.
The Cream?
No. No.
The cream of the crop.
No.
I don't know what to call these, but the thing is, we're going to be probably battling a little bit here.
We're about to
treading lightly,
shed some tears, some blood, some sweat, and probably A little bit of a stink pickle.
Ugh.
All right, so right off the top, I think we should eliminate one.
Oh,
all right?
okay.
I vote Last Airbender.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's, okay. Hold on. I want to talk about this. I've been thinking about this all day. I've been thinking about The Last Airbender all day.
It's been
and I remember this deal that we made. I remember this deal. It was
We didn't make a deal.
Yes,
No
we did.
deal.
We made this deal.
I didn't
where
deal or no deal.
You are a big part of this deal. Where you and I said, we will watch Peaky Blinders. If you watch. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If you watch.
I remember this now.
And you have to watch Avatar The Last Airbender.
I finished Peaky.
He finished Peaky Blinders. I haven't.
But you got up to season 3.
Now, I think that counts for at least a season and a half.
That was the deal. I totally forgot about that.
Once I finish the next half season and final season, you can watch. But I think you ought to get started.
I'll get started.
While we're away.
I'll get started.
Season and a half. I want to come back.
And you want a synopsis?
From a vacation.
Here's the thing. I already watched like half of the first season.
Okay.
I'm not completely ignorant.
Over,
I'm not completely... I don't need to start over. I've restarted like 3 times.
All right.
I've seen these episodes over and over again. I can't get into it, bro.
You have to now. I'm still trying to get into Peaky Blinders.
I finished
Season
it.
3.
I finished
Irregardless,
all of it.
I'm not completely
6
ignorant
seasons.
to what the vibe is of Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Comparing that to Shrek, Heartthrob, right off the bat. Comparing it to Arcane, by the second episode, I was invested.
You are laying down some very mean...
Robots.
I will put robots on the freaking chopping block for Avatar The Last Airbender.
I'm good for
The
robots.
Prince
Bye,
of
robots.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Bye,
No,
robots.
no, not
Bye-
bye
I'll say
robots.
bye, robots.
Not by robots.
Bye, robots.
No.
That's my opinion. Bye, robots. Get out of here.
I didn't watch Arcane. I probably that's probably
This
the next
was
thing
your
I'll
pick,
watch.
Josh, when those two, right?
No, that was Wyatt's pick. Mine was this and
Spider-Verse. No.
Right.
That was Wyatt's pick.
I do not think... Hold up. How many picks do I have?
3.
We all had 3.
Arcane.
Mm-hmm. Shrek.
Oh, I did do Shrek, didn't I?
Yeah, where is your other pick? Because I've got Prince of Egypt, robots, and Last Airbender.
Yeah, we're missing one.
Hold on.
We're missing
you
one.
We
missing
should have 9.
We're missing
There's
one here.
3. How many weeks were there? 8 weeks.
There were 8 weeks. You only got 2 picks.
Did last week? Did we do animation last
4,
week?
5, 6.
What did we talk
7,
about last
8.
week?
Yeah, I only have 2 up here, boys.
What are we missing here?
Hold on.
So I'm gypped to
No.
vote.
Listen.
I am gypped to vote.
You can have one last minute pick.
Did
of an
we
animation.
forget last week to do the animation?
No. It's just it didn't come out on
It's
the right
9
number.
weeks. We did the first 8 weeks. This is week 9.
Oh, I thought this was week 10.
So we each got 3 and he only got 2. One last minute pick.
I don't like
You
this.
gotta make it quick. I'll get a Sharpie and we'll write it up there on the screen.
Oh gosh, I don't think that's fair.
Yes, it is fair.
No, I
It is
don't.
fair, but-
I'm not prepared.
Come on, you gotta have something. I have something in my back pocket.
I have some, but it's not. I don't know that it's gonna
You could
even
literally
worth
throw
putting it up
Wally
there.
up on that screen.
I don't know if
and
it's-
I'll back it 100%.
I don't want to pick Wally.
He wants Wally.
I love Wally.
I think animation appreciation.
Over the hedge.
I'm gonna go with Rick and Morty.
It's a valid choice.
Rick and Morty over Rango?
Yeah.
Rick and Morty's a valid
Well, that's what I'm
choice.
saying. I gotta pick
Wait,
what I.
didn't you pick Rango?
I thought you did pick Rango.
You know, I did pick Rango.
Rango was one of your picks.
Why is it not on the list? Oh, I know.
Because no one
Because it was
wants
last
to
week.
tango with the Rango.
It's because I'm sorry, everybody. Rango's supposed to be here. Let me get Rango offline.
Go get Rango.
Let me go collect Rango. It is up here. I didn't put it. It's because the episode's not out yet, and I was looking at out
episodes that were out. All right,
Okay.
I thought there was something.
I told
missing.
you, did we pick one last week? And you guys kept saying, yes, we did.
Rango.
Yes, we did. Okay, well, what did we pick?
We picked Rango is what we picked.
That's the pick. That's the one.
Let's see.
Let's
See if
do
I
that
can do
poster.
this.
That's the poster you need.
No, I don't want the poster. I want like artwork.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's close to the poster.
It's close enough.
That's what I want. All right, so we're getting Rango on the board. I think Rango's number 1. No, I'm
I
just
love
kidding.
me some Rango, but I don't know that it's number 1.
Rag go over The Last Airbender.
No,
Yes.
I've seen an entire show, The Last Airbender, more times than I've seen Rango, and I've seen Rango a lot. I've seen Rango like 4 times.
So you're picking Airbender, is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rango's good. We just watched it last weekend.
Just put him right there, Chris, peeking out with a little eye.
Yeah. Okay, so
Mr. Timms.
yeah, so we got Rango up there. Now we have a complete list.
All right.
What are we eliminating first, boys? What are we getting rid of? I think robots.
Yeah,
And probably
good
the
for
classic
robots.
Mickey Mouse.
I'm gonna vote robots.
No, there's nothing more classic than.
Let's chop robots.
Okay, yes.
But no
Bye,
more
robots.
robots. It was a great film.
It is a beautiful film.
I don't think Mickey Mouse, although the originator, I don't think Mickey Mouse deserves a place at this table.
Okay, let's pit. I know they're both my picks, but let's pit these two up against each other, and we have to save one because there's nothing more classic than Mickey and Looney Tunes. We have to have one of those.
I'm gonna help you out here with this elimination. Which one entertained you more?
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. I've been entertained by Looney Tunes my whole life.
So
Mickey Mouse,
that has
I've
to
kind
be
of
up
been
here.
like, oh, it's fun sometimes.
Looney Tunes is good, and Prince of Egypt is good. Prince of Egypt is a fantastic film, a movie, animation, but has it entertained the masses like Looney Tunes?
No, of course not.
So this has to be above that. Regardless if this is on it, that has to be above that.
No, but that's only on one scale. Does that Mickey Mouse contend with anything else on this list other than just the fact that it was the groundbreaking thing?
We can get rid of Mickey, but not Looney Tunes. I'm saying keep Looney.
But that
Keep
logic
the tune.
doesn't stay consistent with everything on the board.
Right. Because Prince of Egypt is such a completely different beast.
Yeah, it's like what we talked about last week.
Yeah, but
You can't
it's
compare.
I've never seen anything in Looney Tunes that compares to the parting of the Red Sea in Prince of Egypt. I don't know that I've seen anything in animation that has captivated me like that scene in many years.
So what you're talking about is Daffy taking his beak off, throwing it,
Easy
and saving
animation.
the world.
Easy animation.
It don't matter.
It took hours upon hours, probably weeks, months,
understand.
and weeks to make that one scene with splitting the Red Sea happen.
Probably.
Yeah. How many Looney Tunes have they churned out over the years? Hundreds.
Yeah, they spent more time animating Looney Tunes.
They have so
Yeah.
many Looney Tunes they're canceling and not even making news.
Yeah.
They're just canceling episodes of Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know about it because they're just hitting the delete button.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, the only place it lives is on the dark web now.
Dang.
For real?
Yeah. So,
Did Looney Tunes do blackface?
Oh, yeah. Oh, big time.
Oh,
big time,
boy.
Big time. Big time.
Looney Tunes went hard, bro, in the early days. So what's the next elimination?
What's the next elimination?
Okay, if we're talking about
Let's Rango
we're
it.
comparing Shrek to the Airbender. No, Shrek rolls it out.
Mm-mm.
Shrek rolls it
I
out.
don't think so.
Yep, yep. There's no question here. Shrek is
2 against 1. We're keeping Airbender over Shrek.
I can't.
No, this is wrong.
I can't
This is wrong.
in good conscience vote for Shrek over Airbender.
No, you can't. If
Yes,
Shrek
you
is
can.
good, but if we
Yes, you
pick
can.
Shrek over Airbender, we're gonna get the same people that canceled M. Night Shyamalan for his film coming after us.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
No, he won't.
Dude, the Last Airbender fandom is a different breed.
They go hard.
They go hard.
But I'm not afraid.
They're hitting us with ice.
I'm not afraid.
Water, air.
Yeah.
They're not just hitting us with one
elements.
thing. They're hitting us with all four.
What about
honor?
Fire.
Yeah.
Dude,
Look, The Last Airbender does
You haven't
not
even
hold
seen
a
it.
candle.
you haven't
To
seen the whole
Shrek.
show.
Because they don't need candles. They got fire bending.
You haven't seen
They
the
don't
whole
need
show.
candles.
I don't.
There's the same kind of love and respect for The Last Airbender as there is for Shrek.
I mean, Zuko, the character development.
I've heard it without end. I've heard you just freaking.
So why haven't you watched the show?
Because honestly,
It's not in a different language. You'll watch Rick and Morty. What's Rick and Morty about? Literally nothing.
And I like that.
It's right as opposed to a show that's about friendship.
And
It's about
honor.
power. It's about responsibility. It's about what honor really is. It's about relationship.
If I'm being honest, I feel like The Last
It's about-
Airbender is just a bunch of. It's just
Shut
a bunch
up.
of. The fans of The Last Airbender give me the vibe of people that don't got a lot going on in their life.
Okay,
And
have
so
I,
they have to try to gain some
apologize
fake
again
sense
for
of
why-
honor.
Really, I just for all the fans. Look, have I ever steered you wrong on a story? On a story.
One time, you and Joe Mark tried to pitch to me the idea of a paper bag floating through the wind.
I'm not talking about our stories.
You asked
I'm
me.
talking
I
about.
want to hear about this
I'm
paper
talking
bag.
about stories that we love and appreciate. I don't think I've ever recommended one that I think is bad or is just something.
Well, of course, you
nothing.
don't recommend me something that you think is bad.
And I've got good taste
You've got a taste.
in good stories. You're right.
I'm not gonna vote for Avatar when we have so many good options here. I think that, in my opinion, what goes on the list right now is Looney Tunes, Prince of Egypt, and Shrek.
What?
I'll kill Shrek.
Yeah, kill Shrek.
Why?
Shrek.
I want him
Shrek.
dead.
I don't
Shrek.
want
Shrek.
Shrek to be dead. I think it deserves top 3 animations of all time. Think about what Shrek did. It took on the entire Disney establishment for comedy. It did.
Nah.
Disney was the standard for animation and everything.
Shrek.
Next to Pixar,
Shrek's amazing.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's wonderful, and its impact is incredible.
find me anybody who has access to equipment to enjoy Shrek and tell me they haven't seen it.
Wait, what?
Shrek has been enjoyed by countless people.
Yeah, but say the same about Prince of Egypt. Who's seen Prince of Egypt? Even though it's a good film,
You'd
who's
be
seen
surprised. Prince of Egypt comes out of the woodwork by...
Or Rango.
gotta
Who's
start,
seen Rango?
You gotta
I'm not
start,
saying we have to pick Rango.
You got to start making a real legitimate argument here for Shrek.
Okay, here we go. It brought together some of the biggest names in the acting world
No,
at
that
the
doesn't
time.
do it for me.
No.
All right. Honestly, it was kind of the first 3D animation thing we've seen outside of Pixar.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, no, DreamWorks. It was revolutionary for the time.
Yeah, but they had already been working on CG in Prince of Egypt.
All right, what is Shrek about?
Nope. You cannot argue story for Shrek.
Yes, you can.
I'm trying to lead you in a direction here to give you a good argument, but you're not taking it.
Dragons.
Nope.
If you were going to say
Adventure.
story, Shrek is
Quest.
making fun of fairy
Love
tales.
stories.
I don't think Shrek's story compares to a lot of the other stories on this list.
It doesn't have to compare like on a complex level.
Man, I was really hoping you'd get this.
Well, I can't read your mind, Wyatt.
All right.
Why don't you give us your thoughts?
I'm not telling you.
Say it.
I'm not telling you because I ain't voting for Shrek.
I'm not either. That's 2 against 1. We get rid of it.
Freaking
Bye.
the comedy. I
Bye.
don't know what to
Bye.
say.
All right.
There's so much to Shrek.
Go you have yourself an eyeball tea.
I feel like
bye-bye
Shrek needs to be on there.
What is it, top 3?
Yeah.
No.
I was just really hoping that he would get to the argument.
What's this argument?
Societal impact.
I said impact.
No, you didn't argue impact though. You glossed over it.
Because I'm trying.
Are we really? No, we're getting rid of Shrek. We're getting rid of Shrek.
I literally said everybody's seen Shrek.
Gotta be on there.
Everyone has enjoyed Shrek.
I'm sorry.
I won't do this again. I won't do this again.
All right,
I'm about to walk off of this podcast.
Here we go.
Not again.
If you want to put Avatar on the list, chop Prince of Egypt.
I think. All right, I'll chop Prince of Egypt, but I don't know that Avatar needs to go up there. 100%.
I want Prince of Egypt, Looney Tunes, Avatar. Well, not Shrek. I'll keep.
I think Shrek has had too much impact on society today to be off the list.
Shrek for sure is on the list. Think about those years where they were just coming out with Shrek and then another Shrek and then another Shrek. And they were all slamming.
You can't be on the internet for 5 minutes and not see a Shrek meme, not know who Shrek is, not know anything about Shrek.
Donkey, Farquaad, Puss in Boots.
For how long it's been out, it's had more of an impact on internet globally than almost any other animation ever.
Shrek was like one of the first movie memes.
Yeah.
It was like the film, it was made to meme, it was made to meme Disney.
But honestly, Avatar: The Last Airbender
has nothing but a good story.
You guys are arguing with each other at this point.
No, it's got good animation. It's got good characters. Story-wise, it beats out Shrek a millionfold.
That's fine, but Shrek has so much more than just story, though. We're talking about animation appreciation,
and we're gonna. I think Shrek has to be on there, and I'm willing to chop Prince of Egypt and Looney Tunes.
No, we're not chopping Looney Tunes. We're not Looney Tunes in it. That's the oldest thing and the most impact.
Wyatt's trying to get Shrek, Avatar, and Arcane. That's what Wyatt's trying to do. We know what's happening.
I am willing to chop Prince of Egypt, even though the movie's incredible. For no matter who you are, it's an amazing movie. It's beautiful to watch. It is Val Kilmer.
Joshua, I'll say this. I'm not going to chop Looney Tunes. I will not. I'm holding Looney Tunes.
I think Looney Tunes, for its impact, deserves to be up there. But
so does
something that has story in it has to be on this list.
But that's fine. Either Arcane, probably not Rango. Don't know about Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse is amazing. Honestly, I think we ought to give it to Avatar.
I don't know.
For story?
It's one of these.
No, Avatar.
For story,
put
it's
Avatar
one of
up
these.
there.
For story, it's one of
Avatar. That's up there. That's up there.
I'm going to back Avatar before Arcane and Spider-Man.
You promise?
What?
You promise? That's what you're not backing down at all, no matter what I say?
No. Avatar's up there. I'm saying Avatar's up there.
I love Arcane. I love Spider-Verse. I love Rango. Rango holds a special place in my heart. But Avatar holds a specialer place.
And Rango is out. For sure.
Yeah.
Spider, is he out?
Here's the thing. Here's the argument. We're putting up Shrek and we're putting up Looney Tunes for impact. Both of them impact, I feel. Because Shrek honestly doesn't bring a ton of
I know what you did.
Of beauty in the animation department.
Shrek?
No.
It's revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's not like the best thing to look at. Looney Tunes is impact because of, how massive it is, how entertaining it is.
It's entertaining, yes.
Spider-Man and Arcane, and I would argue bits of Prince of Egypt and Last Airbender are incredible visually.
Yes.
Excuse me.
And we have to have something with a visual element.
So what I
Spider-Man?
say is that's
why I'm voting Last Airbender.
And I would say, why don't we hold Looney Tunes, Shrek, and Arcane? Because Arcane has...
No,
we haven't got enough of
Airbender's
Arcane.
up there. We already determined
We haven't got
Airbender's
enough
up there.
We haven't got enough of Arcane yet.
That's the
Airbender
problem.
is up there.
It's not a problem.
The
It's
Last
an exciting
Airbender is a
opportunity.
complete show with story arcs for all the characters.
But would you not say that Arcane is just as well developed, as good story as Airbender? Different setting, of course.
Yeah, but it's not a complete story.
That doesn't mean it should be scratched.
I can't vote
Think about
it
how much
for-
the first
for-
season captivated your attention.
For top
Think about how
animations.
deep it's set inside of your
For
love.
top animations?
Yeah. For top animations of all time, Arcane has weaseled its way out of the woodwork. League of Legends, we've been sleeping on that game forever.
not everybody.
Not everybody. Us three, definitely.
But also Into the Spider-Verse visually. Arcane and Spider-Verse are incredible visually.
Mm-hmm.
Just beautiful. I don't know that either of them stand up to the complete story of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'll get rid of Spider-Man if we get rid of Arcane. I'll knock both those out.
Well, we're getting rid of two of the most
You
beautiful
haven't
on the
seen
list. Next
Airbender.
to-
He hasn't seen Arcane. I've seen all of this.
And you're going with
Been there,
Airbender?
Been there, done that, and I'm going with
But
Airbender.
you don't pit these two. Right now, I feel like we're pitting this and this together for beauty. This to this together for story. That's how it's being pitted against each other.
We're airbendering
So two
it.
of these,
We're putting
two of
Airbender
these
up.
can't go against one.
Look.
One has to
listen,
beat out
Linda,
both of them.
Linda, listen. Listen.
Let's keep Prince of Egypt up.
I said chop it.
I don't want to chop it.
I'm
proud of Prince of Egypt.
I think there's enough beauty in the animation of Avatar: The Last Airbender to make up for the loss of Spider-Man and Arcane.
I'm going to be honest. It's 2D animation. There's nothing super complex about it.
Of what?
You've heard me fan over Arcane.
Yeah, it's basic 3D animation with shading.
No.
Yes, it is.
I
It's
feel
more
like I
than
haven't said
shading.
anything in
It
a couple
is.
of
It's
minutes.
shading.
so you guys are arguing with
It's
each other.
detail work and shading.
It's more than that, sir.
It's 3D animation, which we've mastered. Thank you, Shrek. We have Unreal Engine now.
You know what I could really go for? A Hot Pocket. I don't know. I just trying to throw you guys off. We're putting Airbender. That's gonna go up there. We're not leaving this podcast until Airbender is up there. I mean, I'll be here till next season. I don't need to go to camp.
All right, now you're just looking for.
I'll find the most beautiful thing here. That looks pretty cool. That can be drawn by your sister.
That's not the most beautiful thing in Airbender.
All right. Tell me to stop.
No.
All right.
You're just looking at still frames.
Tell me to stop.
That's a beautiful pic. It ends sad too.
Yeah,
That's a
your sister could draw this.
It's a sad frame right there.
Your sister
Yeah,
could
but
draw
could
this.
she draw the Agni Kai? Could she draw the Agni Kai? I don't think so.
Are you boys children?
Yes.
Because this looks like a kid having fun.
It is a kid having fun.
I don't want to sit here on a podcast we label not for children and say we're going to pick Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'll make a deal with you. You let us pick Avatar, you can mark for children. Just on this one episode.
No, we can't do that because we can get in trouble with YouTube. Because it's not made for children. No, it's not.
You don't get to sit here and besmirch
something you've
Avatar:
not seen.
The Last Airbender.
Yes, I can. Because I've gotten through 8 episodes at a minimum.
A full season? A full season?
8 episodes.
A full seation?
I don't think that's the full season.
You've watched the beginning of the show. You cannot judge
Multiple
it based on
times.
the beginning of the show.
I could.
No, you can't.
Is this in it?
Yes. I'm pretty sure that's in the beginning of the show.
No, that's not in the beginning.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, I need to go back and watch the show again.
That's fan animation.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad. You're just looking at still shots.
I'm just trying to see if
I know
this
what you're
even
doing
comes
here.
close to
I know what
Arcane.
you're doing here. You're like, let's look at these still shots of the show so that I could go over to Arcane and look at the beauty of it. It's a beautiful show. It really is. It's also an incomplete show. Yes, every frame is beautiful, lit perfectly. It's a great show. It's also unfinished. It is not complete. May I remind everybody?
You say maybe I should watch this show.
Yo, she gay, dog.
What?
I said she gay, dog.
No, I'm just, just
in case you.
Beautiful.
She's saying maybe I should watch this show.
I thought you were close up on a girl. He's like, maybe I should watch this show.
We've had this discussion before. I don't do the beautiful anime women. No, that's definitely
they're not
my
anime.
thing. Well, I don't do that.
They are not
People
anime.
who do that are Sims, and I don't like them.
That's the wrong word.
That's the wrong word, but yes, everybody knows what I'm talking about. I don't do that.
Look, here's the thing. You've seen all of the show, all 8 episodes of it.
Yep.
Right? All of it. You haven't seen all of The Last Airbender.
You're right. And I will say I'm a bit handicapped because of that for
and
this
I don't
argument.
think you can make a fair judgment.
But I don't know. I don't think you guys can just cut off my arm and say, ignorance is you.
We can go get the machete.
You know?
I think I've seen both of the shows, and I'm still voting for The Last Airbender.
But it's still just your opinion.
I've seen both the shows, and I'm voting for Airbender.
You haven't seen both the shows.
For all I know, you could be in love with Avatar because you're like, bro, I've always wanted to be on that glider thing that he has, and it would be my dream to be like him.
The fact that you are using this argument, I have never recommended a story that I didn't believe in 100%.
We're not keeping Spider-Man.
We're obviously not arguing for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not getting rid of Avatar.
You got your Shrek. You wanted
anybody
Shrek.
in their right mind would vote for Shrek.
You got your Shrek
right away.
You got your Shrek.
Yeah, so it's not a give it to me. It's it's not me, not you throwing a bone at me.
I agreed with you. The appreciation for Shrek.
Yeah, you did.
I did,
and I appreciate you.
Yeah. And and we're giving Looney Tunes to Josh fairly because of its impact and its legacy and its entertainment.
We're not giving it to Josh. We're giving it to the
historical, for value,
yeah,
for wonder, for all of that.
I mean, how much slapstick comedy have we enjoyed because of Looney Tunes?
For story, for character development, for entertainment, I think we should give it to The Last Airbender.
I would probably agree with that.
If you want Arcane, I will back out of the Shrek argument.
My argument for Shrek is sound.
Have we picked our 3 then?
I want us to consider Prince of Egypt.
He's already kind of for what? What are we getting rid of then? Shrek? Because that's the only thing we're going to get rid of. We ain't tossing Airbender.
Maybe not. We're not getting rid of Shrek. Shrek is one of a kind.
I could argue Prince of Egypt over Shrek.
Well, okay, first off, I'm trying to pit Avatar together with against Prince of Egypt or Looney Tunes against Prince of Egypt. Shrek is staying. Shrek.
You don't get to just say Shrek is staying.
Yes, I do.
You don't get to just say Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Wait, what?
It is love and it is life.
Do you know what you're quoting?
No.
All right.
What is Shrek is love, Shrek is life?
You just look it up.
All right.
No, don't. No. Don't.
Look it up. Then it's dirty.
Listen. Prince of Egypt is the progenitor of Shrek. Honestly,
yeah,
they were making leaps
DreamWorks.
and strides.
They're both DreamWorks.
With the 3D animation in Prince of Egypt.
Is Val Kilmer in this?
No, but Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy and
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, yeah.
You can't argue for a cast. Cast of this.
The cast of Prince of Egypt is stacked.
This is stacked. That's stacked, yes.
What do they have? All-Star?
But this is...
Music-wise, we got Hans Zimmer on this bad boy.
We got Hans. The freaking Zimmer.
Nah, this is not going to
Val Kilmer is God.
Okay, we better not start talking cast.
I'm
because
just BS.
Who does this have?
Dante Bosco.
Yeah,
Dante Bosco.
Who the crap?
Yeah.
Dante Bosco.
He's not a
Rufio.
good argument.
Rufio.
Off-brand Peter Pan. That's what he was. He was a not even a Kellogg's version.
Was just a skunk.
All right.
Wait, don't put some respect in your mouth because he got killed by Hook. He put himself. Yes, he was being selfish. Pan told him not to fight Hook, but we don't look at that. He got killed by Hook, and that whole emotional scene. Think of when you were a kid and you're like, yes, I do believe in fairies. I do have a happy thought, Peter.
This fool,
and then
this fool has never seen the Zuko and Iroh scene. In the last episode, he don't even know.
Deep in the
I
vine.
Oh, you guys keep singing this song. It sounds dumb as crap.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm losing my mind
have no
here.
idea. No, Child Prince of Egypt. I don't care. Put Avatar: The Last Airbender up there, number 1.
No.
Yes.
Number 1 is not deserving of number 1.
Okay.
Well, it's better than Shrek.
I'd say it's better than Shrek.
It's okay. Looney Tunes, Shrek. I mean, Looney Tunes,
That's
Avatar,
right.
Shrek.
Hey, you got it.
Looney Tunes, Avatar,
Looney
Shrek.
Tunes.
Yeah, Looney
Shrek.
Tunes, Avatar, Shrek.
I don't like that.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't feel like that. Look,
Sorry.
out of all of the awesome stuff
I
we have
backed
cut,
you on Shrek.
out of all of the awesome stuff that we've cut,
I backed you on Shrek.
yeah, you did.
Yeah. I do not have to back you for second place on Shrek.
Why was not Shrek first place?
Avatar.
Why is Shrek not first place?
I want Avatar first, but if you guys aren't going to give it to us,
hey now.
then we're going to Looney Tunes first.
You shut up. You shut up.
It lives in the
Look,
heart.
I don't care. I don't care if Shrek goes first, but I don't think Avatar is last. Do I think Looney Tunes is last? Not necessarily.
I think we just move Avatar to here, and that's a good...
looks like a good list to me.
Right like this?
No.
No, like right in front.
What, just move it over?
Avatar?
No,
in front?
Shrek doesn't roll out at third place.
And Avatar doesn't go any less than second.
I say we can put Avatar as second, Looney Tunes is first, in the case that
Shrek is third? What?
By the time we come back from camp, starting the new season, you have finished the show.
That still puts Shrek at the third spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't.
That's
That's
not
giving
a
you
good,
two things.
you're like we win and you watch Avatar.
We won't make Avatar the first one. Number 1.
Yeah, but I also won't let it be number 3.
It's not going to be. It's going to be number 2.
What do you say to this? Shrek's number 1.
No.
Looney Tunes is third.
No. Looney Tunes over Shrek?
I think that's a solid situation.
You just want... I mean, I want Avatar to be number 1.
Looney Tunes has already made it. Is it better than these two? Maybe better than this. Definitely not better than this.
You have no idea.
No. Okay.
You have no idea. Sounded like Michael Scott
You don't even know.
getting upset.
I think Looney Tunes has made a way bigger impact than Shrek. As fun as Shrek is, I think Looney Tunes has made a bigger impact than Shrek.
Shrek is not number 1. If Shrek is number 1, Avatar has to be 2.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Avatar's
wait, no,
2.
no.
Yeah.
Shrek is not number 1. Avatar is not number 2. We ain't putting Shrek over Avatar.
Listen,
we're not putting Shrek over Avatar.
here,
I'll put Looney
listen.
Tunes on 3, then Shrek 2, and
Listen,
then Avatar 1.
listen.
But we ain't putting Shrek.
Hold on, listen. I don't care what's first and what's...
Swap these two and we're good.
I don't
Swap
care.
these
Look,
two and we're
I don't-
good. Swap these two and we're good.
Yo, swap those two and we're good.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait.
We'd be good.
Wait, this is fine. Swap these two and we'll be good.
My opinion is Last Airbender is no less than 2. It's not a 3.
I didn't give
No,
it
wait,
3.
wait. I think I know. Swap these two and we'll be finished with this episode.
I'm okay with this.
I'm not okay.
What's
I'm
wrong
not,
with this?
But Josh
Shrek
doesn't
is
seem
not
to be
better
okay.
than either of these two, and I'm
Yes,
willing
it
to put
is.
Shrek at 2, but it's not better than both of these.
Yes, it is.
Shrek is very fun to watch, but that's all it is fun to watch.
Hold on. Listen. back to here to get Shrek on this list. I really could have put the hammer down and kicked.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could have.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I could have. Absolutely could have.
Let's bring back Prince of Egypt and get rid of Shrek.
No.
Look, I say you take a dive here and swap Shrek and The Last Airbender.
No, The Last Airbender's not number one on the list.
That's what me and Wyatt want. We want Avatar a number one.
Avatar does not deserve number one. It doesn't deserve number one.
How would you know?
I know enough about Avatar.
We've been talking about this since season 3 of the podcast.
And then you keep telling me I know nothing about Avatar.
You know nothing. You haven't watched the show.
You have not.
Then by that logic, it's stricken from the record and completely goes away because according to Wiseworks podcast, the whole crew has not viewed the show.
And yet, here it is.
So leave it where it's at.
No. I'm not accepting this because Shrek is not better than both of those and Shrek cannot be at number one.
It can be because it's really good.
Yeah, I'm willing to keep it here because
Shrek has humor.
I'm accepting that it's
art.
Maybe 3.
Shrek has revolutionary
3,
art. It has popularity. It has the jokes.
Okay.
It has it has fantastical creatures.
Okay.
It has a love story between a donkey
It's fun
and a
to
dragon.
watch.
In number 2, they introduce a freaking Zorro kitten.
What character development do we get out of Shrek? What?
Shrek goes from being someone who doesn't want to be with anyone. He likes being alone, and he likes being secluded, and he likes being the monster. And he gets pushed by a force that comes into his life against his will to become a better
whole
ogre.
Storyline. Okay,
He falls in love. Let's also go
Fiona's-
into Fiona's storyline. Fiona was expecting Prince Charming, trying to find her purpose to become beautiful in a man. She was locked away. Now she's able to express herself. And we're not talking about woke culture here, dog. There's not a better beautiful story than Fiona.
What about a young man who seeks only the approval of his father, then by his father's own hand gets grievously wounded and scarred for the rest of his life, and yet seeks the approval of this same father, goes out hurting people, oppressing people, being the bad guy, and then gets his honor removed.
Honor.
Still seeks for this unattainable goal. And when he finally has it, he makes a decision that the right thing to do is not necessarily what his father's vision is for him. It's beautiful. It's profound.
Kind of seems obvious.
Nope.
Obvious.
For a villain?
Someone who's completely obsessed with
imagine
someone else's approval it's hurtful towards them. Of course, at the end, if you're going to have a good turn of events, you'd make him not do the thing that he's been trying to do the whole time.
It's called character development,
It's
dog.
yes, it is.
You are not
You're
allowed
right.
to argue
it is freaking
against
character
Avatar:
development.
The Last Airbender because you haven't seen it. You're not allowed to argue it.
Let's leave it in this order.
No. We cannot accept.
Why it's okay with it?
I will not accept this. I will not accept this.
It's a number 2.
I will not
Think
accept
about
this.
all of the things on the list that I love. All of
Shrek
them.
I'm willing to put it at number 2, but it's not better than Looney Tunes. But I'm
telling you
willing
this.
to give you Looney Tunes, Shrek over Looney Tunes, because we're going to put Avatar above Shrek. This is not way better than Shrek.
I'm okay if you put Avatar in 3rd place. I'm going to relent because I want this episode to end. You can put Looney Tunes first, Shrek second, Avatar third.
I don't want it. I want to keep it like this. If you guys love it so much, put it in 2nd place.
Josh doesn't believe in this.
I don't believe in Shrek.
He doesn't believe in Shrek.
I don't believe in Shrek.
And yet, it's saying...
fun to watch, but I don't believe in it.
If you put Looney Tunes first, he'll probably be all right with it.
I don't accept Looney Tunes over Avatar. Because Looney Tunes is as much
You're
historical...
the only one holding us up here.
But Looney Tunes is not better than
Why you
Avatar.
spat in my water?
Because I'm not passionate.
I'm the only one. I'm here. I'm willing to sacrifice here.
I'm willing to go all night with this. I'm not going to work
You're
tomorrow.
the only
I'm
one
gonna
who has
sit
a
in this
problem.
studio until
Okay, hold
Avatar
on.
is first.
Move Looney Tunes to the front.
No, I don't
Move
want Looney
Shrek
Tunes in the front.
to
I'm
the
not
second
arguing
one.
for Looney
Hold
Tunes
on.
for number 1.
Move Shrek to the second and put Avatar third.
I don't.
Avatar's not even your pick. You don't have a say.
It doesn't matter.
It's on the board now. It's
it
my
technically
say.
is my pick. but because I told you to pick it.
Well, I was going to pick it anyway. Shift these around a little bit because Josh has a problem with it. And
I don't want Looney Tunes to be
maybe
first. I don't want that.
Around, we'll be able to wrap this up. We need to move on.
What if we put it down like this? Like if we just change the way it looks, does it help you?
No, because that's not better than that.
I don't see what's wrong with this list. We're happy with it, except for you, Joshua. Avatar has a strong second.
Well, it looks like we're starting a whole other podcast again because we're starting from scratch. Let's start from scratch.
I like this order. I'm okay with it.
I'm not. Wyatt does it only once for length because he was to be done with this episode.
I really want to be done with this episode.
How about this? No. Let's put it to the public. Let's put it to the fans. No. Leave it to the fans.
I think this is fine.
I don't accept this. I don't accept the fans.
It's
fine.
I don't want Let's fans. Move on.
I don't even care about the podcast anymore. If this is
everybody else has had to make a sacrifice.
Except last season, I sacrificed everything.
You are screaming full blown into these microphones, dog.
I don't care.
You gotta chill.
I ain't chill.
This is a fine list. Let's move on.
It's a list, but it's not Avatar over Shrek.
Right, we're going, according to Wiseworks Podcast, number 1 is Shrek.
No.
Number 2 is Avatar.
No.
And number 3 is Looney Tunes. Put a poll on Instagram and see if the fans agree with us. If they don't, on the beginning of the next freaking episode, in season 12, we'll flip things around. But this is the preliminary list.
I'm not doing that.
The fans disagree.
I like that.
I ain't doing that.
I'm good with that.
I ain't doing that.
Majority company vote. Do that.
High five.
High five.
I don't accept this.
You don't get to control everything.
I do.
Nope.
With this, yes.
No.
One, not Shrek. We're not put Looney Tunes in front of Shrek. I don't even care.
Dude, exit
but we're
it out.
not. We're
exit
not.
Exit it out.
We're not.
Exit the whole thing out. We're done with this episode. You don't get to hold us up because you can't.
Well, this is the final episode for me being part of this podcast. I'm starting my own podcast called
Wiseworks Rebellion.
Joshua's Works.
Joshua's Works.
You got a bunch of really wacky listeners.
I'm going on strike against Joshua's Works right now.
We're going to bankrupt
Can
Joshua's
you imagine
Works.
if I start a podcast, Joshua's Works, the weirdos that would be fans?
I mean, one personality does tend to find one type of people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I would have the craziest.
Yours would have, you would probably have a couple, religious fanatics in your crowd.
Weirdos.
Probably. This sounds like an idea.
Socially inept.
Dude, you're liable to start a cult that definitely
I like this.
ends up similar to what happened in Waco, Texas.
I like this.
Yeah,
Gassed
that can happen.
And then burned alive.
If you got any views.
Let's storm all the 7-Elevens.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching season 11, the last flagship episode. We hope it was entertaining. Make sure you check out our Instagram to look for the poll. Do it. Do it now.
We're putting up a poll.
I'm not doing that.
But
I have access to the Instagram as well.
Okay.
And as
Wyatt's
do
going
I.
to do that because I'm not going to.
We all do.
I'm not accepting of that.
So, if you want to hear the very last episode of season 11 of the Wiseworks podcast before we roll out the fall season 12, comes out in 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. Check us out on Friday night, 10 p.m. for the midnight special.
I don't accept anything, and we always end the season bad. I don't.
You always end the season bad.
I don't.
Nobody else ever ends the season bad.
I usually end the season
I think there's a
pretty
problem
happy.
with one person here in this room.
There's a common denom.
A common denom.
And it's Mr.
Josh the common denom.
And it's Joshua Works.
Because he can't lose an argument.
No, it's because you guys are so similar that you are going to pick for the same.
Incorrect.
We were hard disagreeing that whole time.
But
you can't use the. You guys are so similar.
I would have
all the time.
I caved for you.
For what?
Arcane, dog.
No, stop. Freaking Shrek was first. You wanted Shrek.
I was planning on getting
Shrek.
all my picks on that list.
And it didn't happen.
And it wasn't going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
You always try to plan for
this was I don't accept this. I don't do this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore.